What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 49 of the Geek Cast. I am Bobby, the Nintendo Guru, joined by my two good friends. I'll start with Toby, because I like Toby more. Toby!
Nice to see you, Bobby.
What is up, Tobes?
You two are always fighting. No.
We love each other.
Yeah, Bobby loves me.
Yes, me and Toby are good friends. We love each other. It's you know.
It's very consensual, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Go on.
And that annoying voice you hear is Holly. No, I'm just kidding.
The little squeaky one in the background.
Yeah. Holly, what is up, Holly?
Nothing.
Listen, did you book? You didn't book. We booked our trip to Disney.
Oh God, because we're moving house
here we
next
go.
month.
Here we go.
No, we have to move out, so we're hoping we should be all moved in by August, like mid-August.
Mm-hmm.
But we're maybe looking to see what we can do after that. So I mean, we're keeping those days open though, because we really want to go. And
booked in May. Like, we're already booked to go in September, but then we booked again in May. So the dates I gave you are legitimate.
Yeah,
so
like 19th to.
Yeah, if you guys wanna come.
Yeah, no, we're definitely looking into it. I suppose just this moving thing is.
People are loving this personal chat here.
They love it, man. You're just. And here comes the jealousy. Here comes the jealousy of
on this date. Are you free on this date? Okay. What about this date? Should we table this for now? Rain check? Yes, maybe. Who cares? Come on.
Toby's so mad. You're so mad.
I know. Calm down. You know what? Did Karina not hug you this morning?
Karina went to work before I got up.
And that's why. See, he's upset. He's upset. Because you can tell when she doesn't give him a kiss goodbye and all that stuff. I did
get a kiss goodbye. I was half asleep, though. So.
See, there it is. Because he didn't get to really fully accept the kiss. He's a little on edge.
Getting a bit R-rated here. Come on, let's move
All
on.
right, so we'll kick this episode off like we do every single episode with our Geek Outs. I'm going to go to Holly. What are you geeking out about?
I am geeking out about two things. One of them I'm not going to talk about much, but I'm still geeking out about Overwatch. I love it, and the new public testing thing, because they're bringing out competitive play and stuff, so that's really cool. Quite difficult, though, and some people are really good, and I'm just not. And I'm also geeking out about Finding Dory. I haven't seen it yet, but me and my mum love Finding Nemo, and it's just one of the films we've always watched together, and we're going to go see it when I think it comes out next month. And we're going to go color coordinated, so I'm going to be Dory and she's going to be Nemo. And so that's what I'm geeking out about. It looks, apparently it's very heartbreaking, but I do like a good cry, so I don't mind.
Speaking of cries, Tobes, what are you geeking out about?
What do you mean, speaking of crying? I ain't crying about
You're crying the whole time we started.
Yes.
Just the minute we started this call, you've been whining.
I tell you what, I am geeking out about somebody that messaged Bobby on Twitter called Aura.
Oh,
at Pokemon at PKMN_Aura.
Oh.
He messaged him about my details in the Dungeon series, said that he watched both of them and he really loved them and found them very helpful as mini walkthroughs.
They're so helpful.
And it was just really cool to see someone write a message about it, because people don't really leave many comments on the videos, don't get many views, and it took a lot of effort to do them, and I just really
they're so good. They helped me so much, and they're so clear. They're just so clear.
You gotta understand that when you were doing the videos, the channel was still relatively new. You know what I mean? And things were progressing. This week, there's been a lot of light shined on the channel, and things are really progressing very well this week. We have a lot of stuff going on, and there's new eyes on everything. So I've noticed the views are going up across the board on things, and it's because we have new people coming in and looking daily. So I think that don't take it as discouragement. I think I think the problem is you hear it from me, you hear it from Holly, you hear it from Allan or whoever else, and it's white noise. You expect us to tell you how good it is.
Well, yeah, clearly.
No, I always would though. I think they're such good videos, and I've said that to you so many times.
Yeah.
Like, I've watched them so many times because they're idiot proof, and I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, it's like Zelda for dummies. Like, it's perfect.
But the funny thing about it is that's not the intention of it. The intention wasn't to be a walkthrough. The intention, or the intention of it, was just basically for Toby to show off, like, hey, this is the coolest.
Yeah, this is what happens.
The dungeons, and it just turned into like mini walkthrough, and they're amazing.
They are so good.
I used it to get through Goron Mines a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, because it was so good. I love it. Just keep doing it.
Yeah, keep doing them, Tobes.
I recorded the footage for the water temple, and that temple is so complicated. Like, it took me like 2 hours to get through it, and I was like, usually it takes 40 minutes to get through a dungeon. It's like,
hard.
I've just started it, and I'm like, what do I do?
I am geeking out about. So, I started collaborating with Amiibo Steel on a bunch of giveaways, and this week we did a live stream with Gonda Chris. And the giveaway we're doing for this week is Sol Galileo. Sol Galileo. Yeah. Sol Galileo, which is one of the legendaries in Sun and Moon. So that's the first. It's an amiibo. So that's the first giveaway we're doing this week. And then, like 5 minutes before we went live, I started talking to Chris, and we negotiated to actually get her to do Luna Lala.
Lunala.
Luna, whatever.
Lula la la la.
Lula lo.
La 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 la.
The other legendary for Moon, she did an amiibo for that as well.
That was incredible.
Yes. So we're doing both giveaways the next 2 weeks, and I just think it's awesome, and it's. Oh
God, it's so good. Every single one it's released, I'm just like this. I didn't think it'd get any better, but it does. Yeah,
and I'm appreciative of Chris and all the help she's given us, but like, man, the giveaways are awesome, and the community that I'm involved in there, like all the people contacting me on Twitter, like my DMs were going crazy yesterday, just all these new people introducing themselves, saying hello to me and stuff, and it was like, these people are awesome. Like the community, I didn't realize how cool the Nintendo / Amiibo community was until now. Like, I've always kind of enjoyed them, but like, just really awesome people. Even the kid that told me to F myself, he's been messaging me ever since, and it's like, he is so funny. Did I tell you about that, Toby?
Yeah, I saw it in the chat.
That was so funny.
That was
you had one of those automated messages where people follow you get a message.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the same with mine.
Yeah, I have an automated message that when someone follows me, it just goes out. Like, I typed it up a month ago, you know what I mean? And I put it in, I was just like, yeah, this might be a good thing to have, because, some of the other big YouTubers tend to use them. So, I was like, yeah, let me just do it. This way, when people
I've done it as well.
Yeah, they get it. And I sent the automated message, and he told me to F off and don't send me that crap. And I'm basically censoring what he actually said. It was hilarious. I thought it was funny, but
he was like 12.
He's a little kid, man. I'm
like literally a kid.
I'm like, this kid just told me off.
F off, Granddad. He's like, you stupid old man.
What are we playing, Toby? What are you playing?
Well, I checked out the Resident Evil 7 demo that was released at E3, and wow, I am impressed with that demo.
I heard it's very Silent Hill-ish.
Yeah, it's a bit like the PT thing, but it's got its own unique sort of atmosphere, and it still retains like some elements from the earlier Resident Evil games, but it's very, very different, and it is, it's influenced by other games like Silent Hill, etc. But I don't know, it's just such a return to horror roots that I think the franchise needs. And what I love about this demo is that there's more than one way to finish it, and there's like lots of like, you remember when PT came out, there were people theorizing about it and coming up with all these different ideas about what things mean in it, and there's similar sort of things happening with this demo, because there's items you pick up like a dummy finger that nobody knows how to use it in the demo, and it's like, why would they put this in here if you can't use it unless it's just a decoy to get people Yeah, so I just love all that mystery and aura around it, so that's cool.
That's awesome.
Also, I bought The Evil Within on a recommendation by Mr. Michael P. Huber from Easy Allies, and because I love Resident Evil, and Resident Evil 4 is one of my favourite games, and I thought that this game was going to be similar to Resident Evil 4, and in a way it is, but it's really, really hard. Like, I'm playing it on the survival mode, which is, I guess, their version of normal, but it's so hard because the enemies kill you in just a few hits, and there's a lot of stealth involved, and when you do kill an enemy, you've got to find a match to burn their body, otherwise they'll come back and get you, and it's kind of like, it shocked me how hard it was, so I might, I
want to ask you a question. Well, two things. One, can you please remove the Sonic picture from behind you?
No,
keep it!
In fact, I should move my camera up a little bit just so you can see it better.
It's lovely.
You can't do that, though, Toby, because then the bar across the bottom is going to cut off your face and all that stuff. Like, no, I'm just kidding. No, my serious question is, so the one thing I've noticed about you is you tend to play horror-type games.
I do like horror games, yeah.
Now, if you were a type of person that was into VR, would you play a game like Resident Evil in VR?
You know what?
Or do you think that's too much for you?
Playing the Resident Evil demo, it was so atmospheric, and you can move the camera around, like, even in like cutscenes and stuff, and and like going down the ladder, you can sort of look around as you're walking down the ladder, and
cool.
you can tell that it's designed for VR.
Well, they already said it was. Yeah, they said it was coming.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying it's like, it works both ways. It works with the control stick, and it'll probably work. But
there's a difference. Listen, there's a difference between something happening on screen and you look to your left and you see your couch and your dog, and then you look to your left and you still see monsters coming at you. Like, there's.
Yeah, I mean,
that would be too much for me.
If anything would convince me with VR, it would probably be a horror game like this. But I've heard people say that it made them feel sick playing it, and I don't know if that's just because they haven't got it down yet, but it's not that long till release. It's coming out in January, so I don't know, but I'm still not convinced about VR. But I think that if anything would.
Yeah, I'm not.
And it's not a debate about VR or not. I'm just saying, could you immerse yourself in a world where you, in some degree, can't escape? Like, you can't just turn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if something gory comes on the screen, you can't, like, just turn your eyes away because it's still kind of like...
I would poop my pants. Yeah. I'd love it.
That's what I want to get at. How would you enjoy it? So, Holly, what are you playing?
Well, I'm boring as usual, and I've been playing The Sims, and I was playing this one save file for maybe 4 hours, which in the grand scheme of things isn't much, but I didn't save it, and like, games never crash on my computer, but of course it had to crash, so I was really mad, but I'm cool, I'm doing better now, I'm feeling better about the situation, and I've been playing Overwatch. Obviously, I've only got 38 hours into it, so...
Only?
Yeah, but like, I probably play about an hour a day, and then I'm sort of, not done, but I can only deal with so many defeats.
You got your fill for the day.
Yeah, I feel like it's good to play because the games are like 10 minutes long each. Play like 5 or 6 of those, and yeah, it's pretty cool. But apart from that, what else have I been playing? A few weeks ago, I tried out my brother's Oculus, and that was pretty cool. But I felt sick after 15 minutes. No, 10 minutes. Like playing this one game called it looked like. It kind of looked like Crash Bandicoot, but it wasn't, and I just had to stop playing because I was like, I feel really sick, I can't, and I don't really get motion sickness, but it was pretty cool though, but yeah, I probably wouldn't play it again. What else have I been playing?
Scares me. That makes me think I won't be able to play VR at all.
Honestly, it made me feel sick, and I don't normally get motion sickness, so maybe more in the last year, but there's a thing called Dream Deck. I think it's called Dream Deck, and it's just like a taster and a demo of like when you first put the headset on. It's good to kind of see what you can do, and there was this one part where this you're like standing in a hallway looking down a really sort of dark hallway, and this like massive T-Rex just comes out of nowhere. It literally scared me to death. I crouched down on the floor and like turned around. I was like, no, I'm not dealing with this. And then there was another game with like aliens, and that really freaked me out. So, but yeah, apart from that, I haven't been playing much else.
Myself, the only thing I've really been playing, I played a little bit of Earthbound on my 3DS, but today I'm going to actually go out and buy Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Ooh.
I just, I like RPGs, and I don't know, this game, since I saw it at E3 last year, it just piqued my interest, and I'm kind of intrigued by it. So I know a lot of people say that Persona games are really good, and this is kind of in that vein. And then the fact that there's Fire Emblem characters within it.
I don't know anything about this game. From the trailers,
so it's based. I know the trailers kind of make it confusing, but basically what it is, it's a role playing game. It's a J-pop type thing. It's an entertainment style RPG where like there's these group of kids or whatever that are involved in like music and all that, and then they go out and they start to battle and whatever. I don't know the reasoning for the going out and battling and stuff like that. But like where the Fire Emblem characters come in, it's kind of like when you used to play Final Fantasy and you would summons something.
Oh.
So when you're summoning these mirages, which are Fire Emblem characters. So like Marth and Ike and all that.
Okay.
But the cool thing I liked about it was it's total voice acting throughout the whole thing, but it's in Japanese, and then it's subtitled in English. And I kind of like that aspect of this, because it's like, I just don't know. I think because it keeps it in the realm of culture, because it's all J-pop and stuff.
So you appreciate that, but you don't appreciate Titan.
You didn't let me finish. So when you're in the world and it's all J-pop and stuff, like J-pop isn't in English. So for that aspect, it's
I like
cool
J-pop
because it's cool because it's going to be like all still the Japanese stuff. I don't like it with Attack on Titan because like when I get up to go grab something to drink, I have to wait, or I have to pause it because I have to pay attention. That's the problem.
That is the lamest excuse.
It's not.
When I want to leave the room, I can't hear it.
Oh, I can't hear it. I have to leave the room.
No.
Why don't you just sit there? It's 20 minutes long an episode.
Wow.
No, because sometimes, like, even like if I get a text message.
Oh my God, Boy.
Oh,
your attention span shrinking.
I don't listen. I know I'm bad because I don't like when we watch stuff. I don't just stare at the screen anymore. Like I'm like looking at my phone or, and then sometimes like I like to play. Video games. Like I like to play my 3DS when stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like I guess when you're playing a game, you're more engaged. Your hands are occupied. You're not on your phone at the same time.
Yeah, I'm focused on the game at hand, so it makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm from Jersey, man. We're not very good readers. So it's
That was quite funny. Oh, I have to go out the roof and check my phone.
What? No, I don't go out the room, but like I get up from the living room, I go into the kitchen to get a drink. And
I see what you mean. It's like with a game, you can kind of.
Well, not even that. Like the other day, like I was watching something on TV and I was cooking dinner and it's kind of playing in the background, and like because I know I'm wrapping up dinner and I'm gonna eat dinner because Tony wasn't here, so I'm gonna eat dinner But when I was doing that, I couldn't because they're talking in Japanese. I'm like, what the hell's going on right now?
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so, fair play.
Okay, thank you. So, first topic. In what we've seen of the Zelda game so far, there's been a little bit of voice acting. And this has kind of stirred up a little bit of controversy because people are curious of, like, how much voice acting is in this. And people are like, I don't want Link to have any voice. I want, but I want NPCs to have voice and this, that, the other. Like, where do you guys feel voice acting should stop in terms of, like, a Zelda game? Like, how far should it go?
Didn't they confirm that the game has a lot of voice acting, just not Link?
I thought that was... See, where the confusion came in for me was... In the beginning of the game, when the game starts, you hear the voice acting. You hear the woman telling Link to get up and go, whatever. So at first I was like, oh my God, it's got voice acting. Then when you go out and you talk to the old man, it's all text. There's no voice acting. So
Oh, I
that's
don't
where I think
know.
the confusion's coming in. Like, is it just cutscenes and things of that nature where you're getting it, or you know?
Mm.
Maybe it is just cutscenes, but I feel like the first like 10 seconds of anything is the most important part of whatever. I don't think I just have this feeling that they would have done that in the first 10 seconds for a reason, whether that's to say there's going to be like the contrast between actual in-game doing stuff and cutscenes. Like I think it's going to be cutscenes, which I think I can deal with a little bit better than like constant like talking. Like I don't know, because it's like when I play Skyrim and I'm like the other people have voices, you can just easily click through the
Mm-hmm.
text, but I don't know. I'm just worried that if they were to give to do a lot of voice acting, like we were saying weeks ago, how what if they gave Link a voice and it wasn't the perfect voice, and then I don't know. I just don't know if they'd take that risk in doing all the main characters. I just think it should be maybe cutscenes and like that kind of stuff. I don't know. Go on, Toby.
I'm conflicted because
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of The Witcher 3 lately, and that game is fully voice acted. NPCs, even like non-important NPCs that are just general villagers, if you try and talk to them, they'll just like throw an insult at you or something, and it's fully voice acted. And so that makes me feel like the NPCs in the Zelda game should be able to just have like little small lines of dialogue that don't really matter that much, but they can just say it if you walk by them or if you press X on them or whatever. But at the same time, I like Link being silent. But then I think when you start talking to people as Link, it's fine that they talk at you, but I don't know how weird it would sound, like having people talk at you for long periods of time. Because with cutscenes, I guess like there's more like monologues and more people like chatting with other people in the cutscene. But if it's just one-on-one, Link and an NPC, and they're just blabbering at you, and you're just there going, like it might be a bit too weird. Like it works in text, but I don't know if it works.
See, my feeling is this: I feel like if you're going to step into voice acting, do it properly. Like, I look at like Grand Theft Auto, I look at the Uncharted games, Last of Us, things of that nature, like that have the voice acting, and they do it full force, 110% all across the board, and I like it. I love the fact that like the characters, like you play GTA and you walk down the street and you just bump into somebody and they say something to you. Or they, either they get mad at you or whatever. Like, I would be cool with that in this game. What they do in Fire Emblem is when you get into situations where it's, like, not really critical to have voice, and they go both. They go text and. The start of the conversation is still a voice, like, hey, and then you read everything that's going on. Or, like, I wouldn't do that, and then there's a kind of a preference behind it. That's okay. But I feel like I look at, for the people that are going like, oh, well, if you're going to do voice acting, I want all voice acting except for Link. My reference is Xenoblade Chronicles X. You play that game, and your protagonist is a mute, and he doesn't talk. Something happened to him, and he lost his voice, and he's not able to talk yet. It is awkward. They're having full-on dialogue conversations to you. You'll answer a question based upon a couple of choices, and they just automatically know what you said. And it's like, this is weird. Like, this is just strange.
It's exactly my worry. Yeah,
I feel like it takes me out of the game. And for me, here's the way I look at it. I look at two games, Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles X. Both with voice acting. One was full-on, 110% voice acted. I love the game. I love Xenoblade Chronicles. X, it's awkward. It is strange when they're talking to you and your character says nothing back. I don't like it. So if you're not going to do, like, if you're going to do it like that, I would just say, just don't do voice acting. Just forget it. Don't do it. Like, do it right or don't do it at all. That's my feeling.
In Xenoblade Chronicles, non-important NPCs, like just simple quest givers, they just have dialogue.
Yeah, they just have dialogue, and that's fine.
And that works.
Yeah, that's fine with me. But like when Shulk is when Shulk and them guys are having conversations, it's legitimate conversation, and it's done
not just, like,
well.
snippets, yeah.
And it does. You know, Nintendo is so good at their localization and adding personality to the text and everything. And I feel like giving them a voice will only add to that. Because, you know, characters that speak, it's not only what they say, it's how they say it. You know, the tone of their voice and stuff. Like, you can really get a sense of someone's personality from that.
And I know you loved Xenoblade Chronicles just as much as I did, and you loved Shulk and the voice acting.
Yes.
Like, I look at that and I go, "There's your example." Because I think what gets me fired up is when you listen to the same excuses from people of why there shouldn't be voice acting. Link is the character, the link between me and the game, and Nintendo doesn't know the voice that's in my head. And stop.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, eventually they're going to, at some point they'll create a voice. It may not be right now. It might be 20 years from now.
I think
eventually, eventually at some point they're going to do it. And I think that, like, and I love when they reference back to the 1980s cartoon as the voice of Link and, like, how corny it was. I was like, everything in the 80s was corny. Like,
yeah, it's not just that.
Captain Lou Albano's running around as Mario on the TV on the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Like, come on, like, it's just. And then, like, when they point to Other M and they go, "Oh, well, look how bad Other M was." That wasn't Nintendo. That was Team Ninja that did that and stuff. Like, so it's like.
It's like people are comparing it to things that aren't comparable. Like, you can't. It's just you can't compare two things that are completely different.
Yeah, I think the budget that Nintendo has, or at least set aside for a Zelda game, there's no reason in the world why they can't have good voice actors brought in. Like, seriously, like, they need to look at it and go, let's step it up. Let's get, and I'm not saying Troy Baker, but I'm saying Troy Baker caliber. You know, like, you don't need Nolan North, but get Nolan North caliber. You know, and you could get Nolan North. You could get Troy Baker because they're that good that they could change their voice enough to do really phenomenal roles, you know? And, you know, I just think that, like, it's, I don't know. I feel like it's an injustice when they don't do it properly, in my mind.
Yeah. It can ruin the game as well. Like, it can ruin the personal part of it.
And
I wonder if different countries will have different voice acting for their countries. Like, are they going to be speaking German in Zelda in Germany?
Well, that's and I think for that you just need to look at, like, GTA. How does GTA work it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I'm not sure either. That's an interesting question. I'd like to.
Because, like, if they did voice Link, they'd have to come up with the correct tone of voice and the correct accent for all these different regions if they were to do it like that.
Yeah. Now, I had a point before you started talking. You took me right out of it.
I'm sorry, Bobby.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. You know, I like when you talk. It's part of the show.
Really?
That's what we do. It's not all about me, contrary to popular belief.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Damn, that one's gone, dude.
That
That's
one's gone. It's out.
track.
It's out. It was a question I had, and I can't even remember it. But so, in terms of, like, for this game. Oh, okay. This is what I was gonna say. Because when I look at, like, because we've all said it before, like, when you look at Twilight Princess, that game doesn't have voice acting, and that is so awkward to watch these lips moving and no dialogue coming out.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's like something's missing.
Yeah, it's so strange. It's almost like they were going to, and then they backed out the last minute, and it's just like, especially, it's bad enough the faces are so creepy on these NPCs. And it's like,
God, yeah, the kids.
Oh, the kids are so ugly.
Oh, God, that
They're
little
scary.
one.
Yes.
Oh, no.
They're scary.
They are.
So that's where I feel like, you know, when you look at games like that, I think that, like, the 2D Zelda games shouldn't get voice acting. You're fine with not using them. But I think when you go into these 3D big, especially a game like this with the big open world and all that, it'd be cool if they did do it and keep it. Now, like we said, it sounds like they are going to heavily have voice acting in this, but we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Okay, so we talked a little bit about Zelda last week, but Holly, what was your takeaway from Zelda? Just real quick.
Well, it's the first time this sounds really bad, but it's actually the first time I've stayed and watched that kind of thing live.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got home from work and I was like, I went on YouTube and it was like E3. I was like, yeah, cool. I should probably see what's going on. I've never really. I suppose it's never been put in front of me. But even like last year, I didn't really watch E3. Like it's just not something that really goes into my head. But this year I was like, no, do you know what? Like, I want to see what's going on. I want to feel the excitement of things coming out. And I saw you guys had put something in the group chat, and I was like, oh gosh, like, sugar, I need to see this.
Yeah.
And I was just amazed. I just couldn't, because open world is my favorite kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
I love open world adventures. You can manipulate your surroundings. Like, that's a massive thing for me, which is why I play things like Skyrim, and I just enjoy stuff like that. I like sandbox, even though it's not a sandbox, but when you can manipulate what's around you, it kind of feels like you have a lot of control.
Yeah. I'd say it's sandbox in a way.
It is, yeah, it is. Yeah, and I just love all the little clips of, it was like, oh look, you can push a boulder down a mountain and it crushes the enemies, and oh look, you can pull things out of the water. I was just amazed. Like, my mouth was open the entire time. I was like, go on, and and then the climbing, I was honestly amazed. And by the time Iggy got home, which was probably about 8:30, I was like, I've been watching this for 3 hours now, and I'm so excited. And I don't normally watch things for that long. Like, I like to watch things that are like short and simple and sweet and get to the point, but I just couldn't stop. I couldn't keep my eyes off it. You know, I had it in the background. I minimized it, and I was doing other things. And I'm really excited. Like, I was excited before, but now I've seen that, I'm like, wow, like, this is going to be good. This is going to be full of little hidden secrets and possibly little Easter eggs to other Zelda games. Like, I feel like it's going to be amazing, and it's going to be another one of those games that I do pre-order, and I don't normally do that. It's not. I normally just sort of wait for it to go down in price, but no, I've got a new job.
Do you think that this Zelda game is going to attract more of a mainstream console audience, like people that play PlayStation and Xbox? Do you think it's going to get their attention and get them wanting to buy the NX?
I think so, but I don't want it to be a case that's like, because I think Nintendo is a very, like, even though it's massive, I think it's very niche in comparison to like Sony and Microsoft, and because most mainstream gamers go towards them. You know, you get like those big releases from those guys. And I think, and I would hate for people to be attracted to Breath of the Wild, and then they're like, oh, well, it's not like this and it's not like that. Like, do you see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and I think that yes, I think that that's the ability of this game, is because this game is very Skyrim, very Fallout, very little bit of like Uncharted and Last of Us, and a lot. I feel like it's a lot like Minecraft, a lot like Monster Hunter. It really
is like real sandboxy. Like, it's, I don't know. I think, although I say that, but I think if someone was to play it that hasn't necessarily played Zelda games before, I think maybe they won't appreciate it as much as we can, but
I think it's going to be
like,
totally different
whoa.
than typical Zelda. It's not going to be your typical Zelda, and I think that's where it's going to attract a lot of new, or not new, but bring back a lot of older fans that kind of moved on from Zelda, because I think that's the problem. Zelda games got very hand-holdy, like, go here, go over there. Use this weapon to go through that dungeon, and use this weapon to go through. And this one's kind of
it's like do whatever.
Yeah, it's
go wherever you want, climb wherever you want.
Fallout in the terms of, because like they kept picking up weapons over and over and over again because the weapons break and go bad.
And setting fire to things, and like that had my mind blown. And the monster, like the monsters as well. I'm a massive fan of, like, I like to call them beasties in games and films. If a film or a game has big monsters in it, big meaty awesome, like a big dragon or a big, I don't know, like the Guardians, I was amazed. You know, it's very Aztec-y, very cool. That also had me really excited. It reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus. Like, you know, I was saying it's like It's like Skyrim, Shadow of the Colossus, and Wind Waker sort of put into one big, or the kind of colourful style of it for Wind Waker.
Yeah.
But
And I think it's I think so though, Toby. To answer your question, I think it's going to attract and help. And even Reggie said it this week, like he felt like it was going to be the system that brought people back into it, and it's going to sell the NX, and I think it will sell the NX. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, I really do.
A lot better than like what the Wii U did, like when that burst.
Yeah. Okay, so this week as well, WB announced that they are going to work with and on the NX. So, but my question is like people immediately started freaking out and going like, "Oh my God, it means we're going to get the Arkham series, we're going to get Injustice, we're going to get this, that, the other." But do you think it's going to be that, or do you think you're just going Lego?
I don't know. I don't really like I didn't really like the was it Arkham Origins on the Wii U? I was gonna buy it and I was like, that looks a bit meh. I don't know, whatever. But I really don't know. I think maybe they're gonna sway towards Lego. They might be like, oh my God, this film in Lego, this film in Lego. Like they might sort of go over the top. But what about Lego Worlds? Is that gonna be going to
Lego Dimensions?
Yeah, no, Lego.
No, the PC
Worlds.
one where it's like Minecraft but with Lego.
Oh, is that only on PC?
I think it's only PC. I'm not sure, but
I didn't see that. No, I'm not too I think I'm not too fussed either way, which is why I don't really know much about it. But I like Lego games. It would be cool to see like lots of Lego and stuff.
You know what? Like I think it's just going to be to start off with. They're going to play it safe. They're going to just put the Lego games because they sell on anything. You know.
They do, and they're expensive, but people will pay for them.
You know, especially if it is a family audience type console. You know, like the Wii was. You know, was it Ubisoft was saying that they're going to attract the family market again, and so if that does turn out to be true, then the Lego games will be a perfect fit for the NX. But part of me thinks that they might do what they did on Wii U and bring older games onto the NX, which I really hope they don't do. Like,
yeah, I hope so too.
I hope they don't just pull like old PS4
just pull
titles
old things.
Or
whatever. That would suck. We need something shiny and new.
As long as Nintendo basically tells them like, no, you're not bringing me a 2-year-old Arkham game. Like, if you're gonna bring me an Arkham game, you're gonna bring me the Arkham game that you're giving to the other guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because right now they are talking about like, you know, they're looking at it and they're going like there's a new Arkham game coming out, and it's basically, I don't want to say HD Res because PS3 was HD as it was, but it's a remaster of it, and they're doing it better and bigger and better. I would like to see them bring that to the NX because I would buy that in a heartbeat. I plan on buying that anyway for the PS4 when it hits. So I would love to play that again, play those two games again on the NX rather than the PS4. Injustice 2, I would love to see that brought over. When the next Mortal Kombat game hits, I would love to see that brought over. Like, that's what I feel like. If they go, I just don't want them to do the kiddie games. Like, I want them to take it serious and bring over, you know, the other games as well. They can start off with Legos and all that stuff, but I hope that at some point, I hope at some point that they go, okay, we see this thing is selling, we're going to bring this one and that one. You know, but they gotta. Nintendo has to step in, and Nintendo just has to be like, you can't give us a half-baked version. You have to give us the legitimate version. Whatever you're taking to the other guys has to come to us. So it'll be interesting to see how that all works out. But I was excited to hear that they were gonna, you know, because a lot of that is what you're hearing is like, oh, these companies don't have dev kits, and this one doesn't have dev kits, and it's like to hear them come out and go like, hey, we're making games for the NX and we're going to support
it. And you hear that more and more from companies coming forward saying that, you know, we're really excited to be working with Nintendo on it, NX, where like even companies like GameStop and Game in the UK and stuff, they're like, yeah, we're excited because it's going to be good for our our pre-owned business. It's going to be good to work with them. We're really excited with what they're bringing. Like you can tell that Nintendo have shown it to certain companies, and they do seem to be excited by it. which is encouraging. Like, I don't know whether it's just PR speak, but I don't know. There's just sort of a feeling of companies being excited by what Nintendo are going to bring. So
That's awesome. All right, we're moving now. We're moving in. We're moving into our game. The game that Toby likes to lose.
yeah, you go it down, Bobby.
I've got some really good ones this week.
It's time for Get Your Facts Straight, and it's it's going to be fun. I got a bunch of facts just because I figured, I can mix it up and I can pick and choose what I want. I got about 7 facts.
Whoa.
Really? Wow.
Just in case, so I could pick the best.
See how the game goes, and then
I can follow
that.
I can follow the progression and see what I want to do here, and see how I want to attack Toby and go with it. So,
None of your mind games this time.
oh, it's good. It's good. Don't worry about that. We're bringing mind games this time. So,
Okay.
actually, let me get my piece of paper here with the keep scores. I'm gonna make a prediction before we even begin.
Really?
I'm gonna predict that I'm gonna lose because
No
I'm not
Justin
very good.
Bieber facts this time,
No,
please.
I've got none. Honestly, that did make me laugh though because you were like, I can't believe this comes down to a Justin Bieber
Yeah.
fact, and I was
All
like,
right, I'm gonna predict that Toby scores 2 points.
oh, be nice, be nice.
Holly scores 3,
Whoa, yeah, I hope so.
and I'm gonna
You're
say
going
that I
down,
score-
Toby. You're going down.
I'm gonna say that I score 3, and then
Oh, toot your own horn.
I'm gonna say that I beat Holly in a tiebreaker and I get 4. So
Whoa.
that's my prediction. So let's see if you can get more than 2 right, Toby.
Yeah, let's see about that.
Okay, Holly, what's your first fact?
My first fact is that during Super Mario Galaxy 2's development, Rosalina was actually supposed to have a twin brother, but they decided against it because there were already too many characters that had been introduced in the series and they didn't want to confuse the fans.
False.
I'm going to say false.
False. I thought I'd get you guys with that one because
Come on.
I don't know.
I do know that there's some lore behind the whole thing, but
Wasn't Rosalina supposed to be a playable character in one of them? But then I think
but
they
I also
moved.
yeah
I think so, yeah.
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 Okay, well, point to you both.
Good
Alright,
try, Holly.
I'll go.
Pat on the head.
Pat on the head.
Okay, so the original Donkey Kong game, it was being built as a Popeye game, and then when Nintendo showed the game to the owners of the IP of Popeye, they didn't like the game and they said no, and then Nintendo scrambled at the last minute and created the characters that we got, Donkey Kong and Mario and all that stuff. True or false?
False. False.
I'm strong till the finish, cause I ain't Popeye the
false.
Sailor Man. I'm gonna say it's true.
It is true.
No!
Okay, so Toby already got 2 answers
not
right. Look at
true.
this.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, it
not
is true.
What a roll.
It is true.
true. But that sounded like a load of random information just shoved into one sentence. I was like, nah, that's not real. Oh my god.
Bobby's
skills.
good at doing that.
I'm good at doing that. I got skills when it comes to
You're oh.
Bobby's good at nonsense.
Yes. Go ahead, Tobes. What's your
Alright.
first fact?
So we all know that Crash Bandicoot is making a comeback. He's being remastered on PlayStation 4. So I thought I'd bring a Crash Bandicoot fact.
Aw, how appropriate.
He
Yes.
starts with all this long-winded jargon to get you lulled into to loosen your mind and make you sleepy, and then he hits you with the fact.
Yeah.
And you're like, what was that fact? I'm lost.
So we all know that Crash Bandicoot is a pretty cool name, but Naughty Dog originally planned to call him Willy Wombat.
False.
True.
The decision was changed to Crash Bandicoot.
False.
True.
Bobby, it's true.
Is it really?
They wanted to call him Willy Wombat, but
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure I've had.
Disney
I'm sure
already
I've
had a
stuff like that
character.
before.
Yeah, Disney had a character called Willy Wombat, so they had to change it.
What the hell kind of name
Ah.
is Willy Wombat?
I get a point.
So after the first round, The score is Toby 2,
Yeah.
Holly 1,
Yeah.
Bobby 1. I just want to remind people the last time we played this game, the first round
didn't
ended
get
the
any.
same way. First round was the same way.
Really?
Yeah, when we ended the first round, Toby was up 2, and he was winning. And then,
I'm just climbing my winning ladder right now.
and then
I'll see
like
you
the
at the
Golden
top,
State,
Bobby.
and then like the Golden State Warriors, he just choked and just lost it all. Holly, what's your next fact?
My next fact is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, Satoshi Tajiri, the creator of Pokemon, got the idea for the worldwide phenomenon after collecting caterpillars as a child and watching them change into butterflies.
Let's say true.
I'm going to say true as well. Part of me does think it's of a similar thing, like it is like bug catching, you know, like Miyamoto's always banging on about catching bugs and stuff. But I do like the evolution thing that's going on here with caterpillar to butterfly, caterpie to butterfree. So yeah, I'm gonna say true.
It is true.
Yes.
Oh my god, I feel really unprepared. I have not come well prepared. These are too obvious.
Well, Toby already beat the prediction because he's already up to 3 correct. And I've got
Hang
2.
on, wait a minute. I thought it was on 4. I was on 3 a minute ago.
No, you're on
No.
2. Don't start adding score.
No, a minute ago you said I was on 3.
I said
No,
2.
he said you were on 2 and me and him were on 1.
You only answered,
No.
Yeah.
Check
you
the
only
tape.
answered 2 questions.
Check the tape.
Right,
Check the
replay.
Okay, Toby. I just said after round 1, the score is 2-1-1.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
After round 1, you only answered 2 questions. So how can you have 3 points after round 1?
God.
You give yourself
No.
points for your own.
No, right, come on.
Here you go. He's cheating. He's trying to cheat his way
Yeah.
into victory.
Cheater.
All right, I gotta come up with a good question here.
An easy one, please.
The N, the logo for the Nintendo 64, the letter N. It had, in addition to it being for the Nintendo 64, when you looked at the logo, it has 64 points to it and 64 faces
True.
on it.
True.
It's true.
Yeah, I knew that.
Jesus.
Bobby, I'm going to be up in my ivory tower in about 5 minutes, and you're going to be down
Well,
at the floor looking up.
Honestly, you won. There's no point to ask the last question.
Really?
We can't win. You've gotten every question right.
Oh my god. I
That's-
can't believe it.
Yeah,
Well, let's do it anyway. And then
we'll do it anyway. We'll battle for second place. But
Okay.
he legitimately, holy crap, Toby actually won.
Oh my
What's
god.
wrong with you guys?
We've been doing this for what, like 7, 8 episodes or something like
I'm
that?
actually shocked myself.
I know.
Did you
I'm surprised you got them all right.
Wait, so hold on. So you're on 3.
No.
Toby's on 3.
No, Toby's on 4. That was the 4th question that Toby answered.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah. So he's out. So now it's
Well, let's do it anyway.
the second place, second loser is Holly and I are tied at 2.
Come on.
So,
Alright, so I've got some facts to read out then.
Okay. So
Okay.
let's see who can be the second
Yeah,
first loser.
it's gonna be me.
Right. In Perfect Dark for the Nintendo 64, in multiplayer, if you name your character Bond, B-O-N-D, then when you die in a multiplayer match, it will play the GoldenEye sound effect of James Bond dying. The
I'm gonna say true.
I'm gonna say false.
I'm sorry, Holly, but you lose. It's false.
No way.
Woo! And here's why I'm saying false.
That was so specific.
The only
I want a
reason
rematch. That was
Yeah.
so not fair.
The only reason I said false was because I would assume that GoldenEye or the people that own the IP would own that right, and Nintendo couldn't just use it. You know,
Oh
they
God,
would
I
have
didn't
to
even
get
think
permission.
of that.
Same developers though.
The same developers, but that don't matter. They didn't. That's why they went to Perfect Dark, because they lost the license for James Bond.
Easter eggs.
Yeah.
It's all about the Easter eggs.
Well, at least I scored 3 points. That's what I said I was going to score. So I'm right on that part.
Well, I have a fact.
Save it for next
I want
time.
a rematch. I want a rematch. This is, you guys. I do nice, easy facts. I do nice, easy facts.
Just because we crushed you, it's not our fault. So that is all. Thank you guys for listening to us.
Bobby, you should say that I am the most knowledgeable gamer in the universe.
Wait.
You need to crown him because I crowned you guys last time.
Stop. When I beat you 4 or 5 times in a row, you never said that to me.
No, because you didn't agree to it at the time.
So
I said to you that we should do it, and you were like, no, I'm not agreeing to that. I'm not agreeing to it. Remember when Carl Bossman was on?
Yeah, but I beat you that week.
Yeah, but I told you that we should do that, and you was like, no, I'm not agreeing to that.
Yeah, but I still beat you.
Yeah, but I could have, if you agreed, I would have been saying it to you for the last few weeks. But
doesn't matter. So I still don't agree.
I'm raising the stakes.
I want to appeal for my loss.
So Toby,
I'm appealing.
Toby is the true champion this week.
I'm the most knowledgeable gamer in the universe. As of right now.
Let me say my speech. Stop it. Toby is a horrible human being. He is egotistical, and he's all... You know.
Dude, this is a rare occasion for me right now. I'm just reveling in this.
And you know something? I did try my mind games, but you didn't tell them this week.
No, I had my shields up.
When I did the prediction, I was trying to get into your head immediately from the jump to get you like all flustered, and it didn't work this week. Oh well. So that is all. Thank you guys for look at that grin on his face.
I can't stop smiling. I can't.
He's gonna like make Karina watch the episode this week and stuff. Be like, watch Karina.
Look what I did.
Look what I did.
This part of the video is going in my favorites list.
The best is if you ever listen to the episode, I'm gonna have to grab that, get your facts straight, and post it for people to listen to.
Yeah.
The one with when it was Tony and Karina on the show, and he got so pissed that he lost that he's like. But sweetheart, he's talking to Karina like because Karina was siding with me and Tony on one of Tony's facts, and he was getting so mad that he lost, and his wife kind of like, it was. There
was shenanigans going on.
Yeah, see, he's all set. So, but a side note too is I'm actually going to start posting the Geek Cast on the Nintendo Guru channel. So it'll still be on the Geek Guru stuff, but I want to put it on the Geek Guru channel as well. So I'm going to start another playlist over there, and we'll post it there every week as well. So that is all. That is all. Thank you guys for listening to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher, if that's what you did. Watching us on YouTube. Yeah, pretty much. I'm just trying to think, like, should I plug?
Come on, plug me.
Plug you.
Plug me.
That sounds kind of nasty.
That sounds pretty bad.
Plug me up, baby.
This is a family show, and I don't appreciate your tone, Toby, and your requests. It's just foul. No, if people have time and they want to go onto iTunes and rate us, that would be awesome. I know we have a couple of ratings already. But that would be really cool. So, Holly, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me... Okay, right, hold on. You can find me on YouTube, okay? You can search me on Halcyon... Yeah.
Can they? Because when's the last time you did a video?
Yeah, so that's what I'm about to go into. So I'm Halcyon Holly on YouTube, and I'm coming up to 2,000 subscribers. I'm about 15 subscribers away. I'm planning a complete channel rebrand, so if you want to stick around, it should probably be in the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping, then please subscribe, or, just check me out. Also, I'm on Twitter, and I'm HalcyonHolly_. I'm also going to try and be more active on that now, because I was active for ages, and then I stopped being active. But, yeah.
Toby.
That's it.
Good stuff.
You can follow Toby on the Instagram at Amiibo_workshop. You can follow him on Twitter at Toby's_take. Check out his vlog. He has a very, very good vlog where you get to watch.
Doggies.
Okay, wait.
Doggies.
That American breakfast that you had, that isn't American breakfast. Don't ever insult me
Pancakes,
again.
bacon, and syrup.
No, the
How is
pancakes
that not
were
American?
whatever they were. They were like toaster strudels that you basically. That's not pancakes.
So we can't buy the massive fat ones that you get.
No. I make them. I don't buy them.
Dude,
Wait, you didn't make your own pancakes?
No, they were Scotch pancakes.
They were garbage. But he's sitting
What
there
the hell,
going,
man? Just make them yourself. They're so
I
cheap
don't
to
good at
make.
making them. I've tried making pancakes. I'm no
Nah,
good.
you
I'll
liar.
do-
They're just
I'll do it.
flour, aren't they?
I'll do a tutorial so you can learn how to do.
Yes, please do,
pancakes,
Bobby.
and that way
Please.
you can learn. So follow me, Instagram, Twitter at Nintendo Gurus. That is all. Peace, mother.
Bye.
See me later. See me later.
Bye. Bye.
Why you gotta be like that, Toby? Why you gotta be like that, Toby? Why you mocking me, man? That's not even cool. It's so cool.
My face above the water. My feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like I can see the sands on the horizon every time.